How are you guys doing today? Today, I want to talk about the new rules for medical debt. So stay tuned. My name is Jay, and welcome to Ask a Debt Collector, a subsidiary of Clear and Strategic. Now, I've been in the debt collection industry for over 15 years. I've done it all, from management to owning 2 debt collection agencies. For the past 10 years, I've been the go-to guy for friends and family for questions regarding debt and credit, and now I want to be that person for you. If you have any questions, put them down in the comment section. I promise I'll answer those questions. For those of you who are new to this channel, be sure to like and subscribe. Let's go. Let's get right into it. Medical debt is something that across the board, when I was in debt collections all the way up to credit repair and what I'm doing now, has been something that has bankrupted so many Americans because of the way our system is set up, right? Obviously, everybody can choose and do anything, but anytime you've gone to an emergency room and let's say you didn't have insurance or your insurance didn't cover a certain amount of things, the expenses can rack up really quick. Staying in a hospital for like 2 days without insurance, you can have $100,000 to $150,000 bill. But they're trying to do some new things with regards to helping people with their medical debt. Now, come July 1st of 2022, there are pretty much 3 new rules that are going to be set aside that can help each and every one of you guys. I wanted to talk about this because this is a question that I get a lot of times in general on this YouTube page, asking stuff about medical debt. So come July 1st, there are 3 things that are going to change with regards to your debt in general. So let's get started. Now, number 1 thing is paid medical debt will no longer appear on your credit report. What that means is this. With normal debt, right, if you had, let's say, a Capital One credit card, you had a $1,000 balance, you decided to pay that $1,000 balance off. It's going to reflect on your credit report for a certain amount of time, typically about 7 years, with that 0 balance on there. With medical debt, once you do, in fact, pay it off, it will not appear on your credit profile anymore as a 0 balance or anything along those lines. So come July 1st, if you had a $1,500, $3,000 medical bill that you paid, as long as you paid it, even if it was showing on your credit report, once you do in fact pay it, after 30 to 45 days, it should be updated on your credit report, and it's typically like a pay to delete. Speaking of pay to delete, I have the 3-letter bundle down below. Get it for free. Opt in. You'll get the free pay to delete, free cease and desist letter, as well as a Goodwill letter to help you out in your journey. Number 2, the second thing you have to understand is collection medical debt. So accounts that you've had in collections from medical debt will not appear on your credit profile till after 1 year. So what that means is typically with medical debt and before, they'll wait about 6 months. Same thing with credit cards or any other type of debt. Typically, the original creditor will wait about 6 months before actually placing it on your credit profile. Now, in this case, you get an extra 6 months for a year. So if you had a medical debt and you didn't pay it, you have up until a year to pay that debt before it's actually placed on your credit profile. So that sort of kind of helps out with a lot of people. Instead of 6 months, you get yourself another 6 months. And in 6 months, a lot of times, depending on your financial situation and what is transpiring, with a lot of hard work and so forth, you can change your outcome and actually take care of this medical bill before it's actually placed on your credit profile. Now, if you haven't had the time, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to this YouTube channel. If you're brand new to this channel, thank each and every one of you guys who have subscribed, who has liked these videos. I'm very appreciative of you. As this YouTube channel grows, I am on my mission and on my way to 1,000 subscribers. And thanks to you guys, I think I'm about 70 or maybe 80 people away from that. So thank you for that. The third and final change that's going to happen come July 1st, 2022 is any medical debt that you have that's under $500 will no longer appear on your credit profile. One of the things that I found, especially, I remember collecting for a dentist appointment, and a lot of times what happens with those accounts is you as a consumer, you think your insurance covered it. And a lot of times if your information is not updated, you give them your information card, they may send a bill to a wrong address or whatnot. Almost 90% of the people we called for this dentist co-pays that they were behind, they were payments from $50 to like maybe $300 co-pays that they were never paid. When I would get the consumer on the phone, the first thing they said was, if I would have known I had a bill, I would have taken care of it. So this law comes into effect come July 1st, 2022, and it'll help a lot of you guys. And that's one of the reasons why I think any bill under $500 or below, they're actually not going to place on your credit profile. Whether you pay it or whether it stays there forever, it's not going to be placed on your credit profile, because a lot of those debts a lot of times come from third party outside of the medical field. It's not like a bill. It could be like a ETM, like if a paramedic comes and pick you up, that's another big one. They'll come pick you up and drop you off at the hospital. They'll charge you, $200 to $300 for that. And sometimes, a lot of times, with a lot of these third-party companies that work with the hospitals and so forth, a lot of times their fee should be included in your premium, depending on what type of insurance that you have. But a lot of times they'll bill it, and for whatever reason they don't get paid, and what do? They come after you as a consumer. But because those bills are a lot of times are smaller, they're typically co-pays or something along those lines, they will no longer be placed on your credit come July 1st. So if you have a bill that's $500 or lower from medical, it will not be placed on your credit. So that'll definitely help each and every one of you guys out with regards to that. Now, if you have any questions about credit or debt, put them down in the comment section. I promise I'll answer those questions. As I always state, you be great.